Hey there, beautiful people. It's Coach Mike here with Ball Fit Body Bootcamp, and I'm coming at you again with another Mindset Monday on this beautiful first Friday of the week. I'm your health coach, strength coach, educator, motivator, bad jokes, raising hopes, don't let it happen, make it happen, Patty Daddy. Alright, so today we're going to talk about cheat meals and what that looks like. So you might have seen the post yesterday asking, should we have cheat meals? So we've talked about in the past about setting goals, obviously important, but we haven't really talked about uh, reward systems and the importance of setting yourself up with a reward system to ensure your long-term success. So typically, when people are new to fitness, new to maybe just starting a new health program or a fat loss journey, there is something that consistently crops up, and that thing is cheat days or cheat meals. Now, for me, words are really important, and how we say things is really important. It's probably more important than what we say. How we say it is probably more important than what we say. So when we use the phrase cheat meal or cheat day, for me that insinuates that we're being dishonest. We're being sneaky. And this mindset for me leads to a lack of discipline. It leads to a lack of boundaries around what we are doing or what we're going to do when it comes to our nutrition. So don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with planning a day where we intentionally, so it's not just this impromptu thing that jumps up on us, we intentionally set a goal to eat extra calories so you can have that piece of cake, or you go to that party, or you have your few beers or whatever. But when we use this blanket statement like, yeah, Saturday's going to be a cheat day, we're giving ourselves this boundless day to essentially ruin all the hard work that we've done leading up to that point, that over the course of that week. And that's essentially what's happening. And in my experience over the last 10, 11 years of training, it just does not work when it comes to results. It just doesn't get the job done. Because you'll never outwork a bad diet. And why doesn't it work? Well, cheat days without boundaries doesn't work because most of us already have a strained, let's say, strained relationship with food. And when we cheat, we end up in this endless loop of inconsistency and guilt that surrounds that cheat meal or cheat day. And this basically only happens when we don't plan them properly. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have them, but we need to plan them accordingly. So not having your favorite foods is not an option. We still have to be able to eat our favorite foods, but we need to change our mindset around these cheat days. We can't continue to have or call them these cheat days. So, case in point, on a weekly basis, I intentionally set there's a strategic refeed day, I call them, whereby I allow myself some pizza or Chinese food once a week. Typically, it's a Friday, and some dessert if I want it. I also set the intention that I'm not allowed to have two back-to-back days where I eat unhealthy or eat out of my typical goal. So I set these boundaries around what I'm allowed and when. Then I have a hard, fast rule that says that I have to get back on track the next day. I'm not allowed backslide 2 days in a row. And I'll do that to the best of my ability. It's not always perfect, but it gets me back in the right mindset. I get back on point with my food, and I make sure that I exercise the next day. I don't set the standard that I will eat like crap and then for the next 6 days I'm going to punish myself with exercise. We need to change our relationship with exercise as well. So just eating like crap and then telling yourself, I'll just work out harder. It's continues this cycle. To me, this is not a healthy approach to nutrition for long-term health and results. To me, it perpetuates the old relationship, if anything, with food that got me to this point, that got me to this place in the first place, if that makes sense. So here's the call to action. Call to action is I encourage you to plan your refeed days. Okay? Set boundaries when you have these refeed days. There are no more cheat days. Get a calendar, and every day you do well, I want you to cross off each day that you're successful in what you're trying to accomplish with your nutrition and workout goals. And then get that streak going. Get a little streak going, and that can be a reward in and of itself. It gives us a little dopamine kick. See how many days and weeks in a row that you can string together, excuse me, and make your rewards non-food related. Pay yourself $20 every time every week you hit your goal and you're successful with regard to your nutrition and workout. So you can buy that pair of shoes you've been keeping an eye on, or you can gift yourself a massage, or plan a day at the zoo, or whatever it might be that tickles your fancy. But make sure it's a non-food related reward. So we need to let's rewire the brain when it comes to food. There are no more cheat days. They are now refeed days. Okay? We have to set boundaries when it comes to these refeed days. We have to have discipline in order to change our mindset around food and around exercise. We have to reward ourselves with something other than food. That's part of the cycle. And remember, we are never allowed to backslide 2 days in a row. If you have a bad day, you cut it off. Even if you have a bad meal, cut it off at that and start fresh. Doesn't mean the whole day is ruined. If you change your mindset, you can change your life. So start paying attention to those thoughts that you have around food and exercise, and work to start changing those, and I promise you, life just gets better. All right, have a wonderful day, folks. We will talk to you on the next one.